does that get resolved?
I actually think that that would not make it up to the Supreme Court. It would be very interesting. I actually think that, for example, if Crow was to fight a subpoena, let's say to himself, or even a subpoena to Thomas or to his wife, I think the appearance of how that would look of being before the Supreme Court, I think that would be very difficult. It would be very hard for Thomas not to recuse. If he didn't, it would create even more of an appearance of an issue. So I actually, if the Senate does push forward, I think this is a real matter of political will on the part of the United States Senate and those senators. If they're going to investigate this, if they're willing to do it, I agree with Carol. I think they will be able to do so. And frankly, there is something to investigate here. I mean, you don't need to be a legal scholar or a lawyer to see that this is something that looks really fishy. If somebody was paying my kids' tuition, then obviously, I would be beholden to that person. And the fact that the Supreme Court doesn't have standards is an issue.
I was going to say, I think we have some commentary there from Molly. Is that your dog that's weighing in on that?
That's mine.
Renalka, well,